It ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep going forward. This is a quote from the movie Rocky Balboa, and I think it is one of the most beautiful quotes I've ever heard, because hope in the midst of hardship is a very important value for everyone in this room to have. And in this speech, we will go through some disheartening situations we find ourselves in, and how hope can carry you out of it, as well as the what, why, and how we can use that hope. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. What is hope? Hope is defined by dictionary.com as something to cherish or desire with anticipation, to want something to happen or to be true. But in the real life application, hope is so much more than that. As Emily Dickinson once said, hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. That equates hope to a bird, flying free, bird-like. And however, wherever we find hope, we find its greatest enemy, despair and doubt. And this world is filled with sin, as Romans 5:12 once said, "Sin entered the world through one man. Death spread to all men because all have sinned." That means no matter where you go or what you do, doubt and despair are inevitable. There's probably doubt and despair among you right now. Paranoia, you're afraid that you're gonna mess up in front of me. I was afraid that I'm gonna mess up in front of all of you. I may seem like a lighthearted and confident guy, but even I have my doubts. And while the darkness of the world may encompass us all, do not fret. My favorite value to have is hope through that darkness. And a lot more people should have that. I know a lot of people who doubt themselves even though they're way smarter, way more skilled, way better at things than they think they are. And that holds them down. In the movie Creed, Rocky Balboa tells the young Adonis Creed this following quote: "It's you against you. He's in your way, so get him out of your way." And that is a quote talking about how when you doubt yourself, you are putting yourself down. There's no one in your way. Nothing's stopping you from being great. You are stopping you. When I was writing this very speech, I struggled with the idea of, is this gonna be good enough? Am I gonna stutter really bad and get the whole class to laugh? But I pushed through regardless. Because at the end of the day, if I fail, if things aren't perfect, that's okay. Not everything has to be perfect. And now that we've established the what and the why, let's talk about having hope in the how. The application of hope in doubt, despair, and failure. When you're covered by doubt, thinking you aren't good enough, or that you can't possibly do this, take it slow. Breathe. Consider the following. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That was a quote by Lao Tzu in 600 BC, Chinese philosopher. The task may seem daunting, but you need to take it one step at a time. When you're surrounded by despair, thinking nothing can get better, everything's downhill from here. Nelson Mandela once said, "Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising every single time we fall." Hope is something I wish I could embody and embed myself into more every day. Here's how I try. I always try to lift up people when they're feeling down, when they doubt themselves, when they don't think they're good enough. I always try to be their rock, their anchor. When I see people attacking others verbally or, mentally or whatever, for being different, not at their same level, whatever, you always got to go to that person and lift them back up. And for those who weren't paying attention, I'm about to reinstate all of what I just said. So pay attention. Hope is something that can claw through even the most dark of dank pits. And whenever you are feeling down and out, always remember that God is with you. Hope is with you. Do not fret, stand up, and be someone's light in the raging storm.